Welcome to the Mark Outward Show, Adventures in a Cosmic Suit. What do you mean my nose looks red? Yes, it does. It does look red, and we're going to talk about that. I've got a laser up my nose. Look. It's quite amusing. It is quite amusing. I'm going to bring John White back on, the inventor of Spooky 2, and this device, which is the MiraMate Cold Laser X. Hello, John.
Greetings. Hi, everyone.
Thank you for coming back on the show. It's great to see you. How's China?
It's been incredibly hot over the last few weeks. It feels like it's been several years. Daily temperatures for 1 month at least has never dropped below 45 degrees during the day. The high it's been Celsius, which is like 1,000 and something in Fahrenheit. It is really blistering hot. You can't walk barefoot on the ground. You just burn yourself.
Well, I used to live in Marrakesh, and it was regularly 50 degrees there, so I know exactly what that feels like. I know exactly what that feels like. But is it a dry heat or is it damp? Because that makes a difference.
Yeah, I know. It has been humid. I don't know why, because it hasn't rained for the duration of the heat wave, but it has been quite humid. So, yes, we get the waterfalls down your back. it's quite and people hugging. It's quite funny to see people when they go walking along footpath. They hug close to the building, just with this little slither of shade.
Yeah,
and there's a bit of a problem when people go in opposite directions, of course, because no one wants to yield.
Yeah, shade. Get out of the way. Why have I got this thing stuck up my nose, John? Do you want to tell people what I'm doing
I
here?
do. It's because you're wise, you're proactive, you're looking after yourself, and you want to make sure that your blood is healthy. You're making sure that any problems that may be in the future are sort of dealt to before they become real problems. And you look beautiful as well. There's a certain reindeer which has got a similar kind of nose.
Rudolph. I go through this on behalf of the viewers because I'm not afraid to look like an idiot. But the funny thing is, you guys watching this is John White. He's the creator of the Spooky 2 Rife machine, which I've done 2 episodes on. Go and find, if you've not seen John before, go and find those videos on the markoutwardshow.com, or there's a link to the Spooky 2 below this video. And John is somebody, just to recap, somebody that I followed years ago because he was running an open source project on building the Spooky. The brief was to build a Rife machine based on parts that you could buy in Tandy or Radio Shack, and I followed that for years, and eventually got hold of John earlier this year, and we had a couple of great chats earlier this year. And during the funny thing is, I'd already bought one of these last year. I didn't know John had anything to do with it. And then he mentioned on one of the shows that, yeah, I built that. I was like, oh, right, okay, that makes sense. And this is the device. I mean, it looks a little bit like a digital watch from the. I can't see that. Get that.
Yeah, it looks like one of the very first versions of small watches.
Yeah, but I love it because this laser here is going into my bloodstream here, and this one's going into my nose, and it's cold laser, so you don't feel anything. There's no side effects, but what it does is it cleans your blood, basically, right?
That's right. Now, we wanted something that was portable that it had a healing function, and so we wanted to make everything all self-contained. So the cold laser wrist that you have at the moment, that is truly portable. That's battery. It can be recharged through a USB port or a USB adapter. It's one of those devices which I really like, and they're the ones that you just turn on and basically go. You don't need.
That's what I like about it, because I put it next to the computer. I've worn it on the show numerous times, and I just plug it into the USB at night, and I get up. And I was using this every day for about 3 months, and then I think I broke it because I plugged it into the wrong thing. So this is my new one that arrived a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And I'm really glad to get it back on, because it's you can feel the difference. But do you want to explain why it's so important to clean the blood, and what exactly does it do in layman's terms for an idiot like me to understand?
Okay, well, cold laser doesn't just clear the blood of debris. It does good things to your blood cells. The photons within the laser light from the cold lasers get absorbed by the cells, the red blood cells in your blood, and it increases like the ATP, which is like the energy levels that the blood cells have. We did a test. We have a laboratory within our office area where we, do our tests, our biological tests, and we did tests on ourselves just to absolutely clarify that it does work. Because of course, there's numerous studies which people can see on the internet, but there's nothing beats doing tests on yourself, because then you know that it's like proof positive.
Yeah.
And we did it before and after. We did. We pricked our finger and looked at it under the microscope, and the blood cells, that looks kind of okay. A little bit clumped together, but we didn't know what good blood cells looked like. Well, we do, but we for ourselves, we're thinking, well, that's acceptable. But we then applied the cold laser. We used the wrist. We didn't use the nose one. And we applied it for 25 minutes and then repeated the exercise and looked under the microscope. And good gracious, after 25 minutes, which is the length of a TV series, so you can wear it while you're watching a program, the blood cells became not just more individual and not clumped together, but they also became more plump. And do you know how you see these classical textbook red cells where you see they're fat around the edges and then they go in a little bit of the center and then like a donut with the hole that's not quite a hole? Well, this is exactly what the blood cells look like afterwards. It really was a profound difference. And we kind of felt better too after the treatments. Every time we've done it, we just feel a little bit better. It's hard to put your finger on it because it's an overall body thing. But overall sense of wellness becomes quite pronounced. The importance of having individual blood cells is this. The function of red blood cells is to deliver oxygen and to return the waste CO2 back to the lungs. With the cells clumped together, the surface area collectively is markedly reduced. And so it's like when you're driving into the town on a 4-cylinder car and then one of the cylinders isn't working properly. You'll still get to town, you'll still be able to buy your groceries, vegetables, fruit. Hopefully those two are nothing too unhealthy, and get back home again. But it'll be nowhere near as efficient as if you're firing on all cylinders. And so cold laser really makes sure you are firing on all cylinders. You can use cold laser if you've got nothing wrong with you. If you feel you're healthy, you can still benefit a lot from using cold laser. And if you are unfortunate enough to have a condition, cold laser can help your body have the energy to fight the condition. It can also directly kill the pathogens which are floating in your blood. There are different colors of LED and lasers within your cold laser wrist. The blue one is the one that kills the pathogens in your blood. Then we've got the red and the other colors for the different spectrum.
Well, I'll just show people this. There's
Yeah.
lots of different colors here, so different frequencies all going in. And this is based on a acupuncture as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I must stress that you normally wouldn't do what you're doing, but you're advanced stage.
Most people wouldn't normally do what I do. But you saying that I should unplug the nose thing while I've got this on?
I beg your pardon? Can you?
You're saying I should unplug this?
No. Just the lasers themselves. You mustn't shine it directly into eyes. You just shine it into maybe 1,000 pairs of eyes. But no. Yeah. No. For people's peace of mind, the cold lasers that we use, they're 5 milliwatts. They're low power and they won't damage the retina. But a general warning for all lasers is to not shine it in the eyes. I guess if you shine it continuously without moving your eyes, it may cause some damage to your retina. And it's best not to really, push the boundaries in that area. And if you just shine it to a camera, then you can look at the camera and you won't be getting the laser in your eyes. I'm only joking. But certainly there's for the cold laser wrist, we wanted to combine the studies of several cold laser research groups, which some found that the blue light was good for some things, other people found the red light, and us in our wisdom thought, well, there's no real reason why we can't combine them and have it so that it's just a one treatment. You cover a broad spectrum of problems.
Yeah.
And just with something so simple, to strap it on your wrist, turn it on, and watch your TV program. Then afterwards,
I tell people not to watch TV, but whatever you do for half an hour, read a book. I mean, this is good for headaches, sprains and strains, neck pains, back pain, skin ulcers,
yes.
carpal tunnel syndrome, frozen shoulders, fibromyalgia. I can't say that. Arthritis, tendinitis, bursitis.
Yes.
I can't read that one. Asthma, chronic bronchitis. I mean, basically, it diminishes inflammation, improves the blood circulation, relieves pain, and accelerates tissue repair. That's quite a list of things, isn't it?
It is a large list. Now, even just inflammation. Inflammation is the cause of almost all conditions, all illnesses.
Yeah.
And it may not be right initially, but later on you get the big nasty things happening if you don't address these issues early enough. So I would say to people, if there is nothing wrong with you, for goodness sake, get a cold laser and start using it, because it's like housekeeping.
Prevention is better than cure. That's what I try to talk about all the time on this show.
Right. If you don't vacuum your house often enough, you're going to start getting mice in there. Like, you don't notice things happening until it slowly gets up and up and up, and then all suddenly something becomes a problem. So it is truly best to get things early on, which is, another reason why LightPad and the cold laser wrist are such favorite items of mine. I've always been a advocate of prevention.
Yeah. Well, I was just reading through this as the simplest handbook. You just put it on, press a couple of buttons, and you're on.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. And if it doubles as a reading light as well.
Does it?
Your nose. Your nose.
Well, what's this doing in my nose? Why have you made this piece?
You've got several parts of your body where the blood vessels are very close to the surface of your skin. One of them is your wrist. Your wrist is a good one because it's got a large blood flow. And so within 35 minutes, you're applying a healing light to all of your blood. By that time, it's circulated throughout your entire body, and it's recirculated more than once. So it's guaranteeing that every single blood cell in your blood has had the life-giving energy of cold laser. Now, in your nose, you've got very close capillaries. People could sometimes I should say, get blood noses if they blow their nose too much, or they have a habit of extracting. Do I have to get into the detail? But it's easy to get a blood nose. That's my point. And it's proof again that you've got the blood vessels very close to the skin. So that's a good place to have your cold laser. There's also your ears. You can apply it within your ears, but it's not as good as your nose or your wrist.
Yeah. So if you don't mind looking like this, it's a very good treatment. Now you make this over in China, and it ships globally, and it costs about $350. Now, I'm bringing that up because I know, the Spooky 2 that I got was a couple of $1,000. This is $350. Some people in the comments go, "Oh, I can't afford this. Healthcare should be free." Blah blah blah. This guy John wants to heal everybody. This type of thing, if you've got to wear it 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, 5 or 6 people could wear this in a day.
That's right.
In a household, this is not expensive, and it's, I think it's great value.
Yeah, that's right. I do accept the point that people make. I mean, these units have got quality components, a high capacity battery. It's a single purchase. Now, if you can go to a doctor and say, "Okay, I'll pay you, $200, but that's the only payment you're going to get from me, and you're going to look after me for the rest of my life."
Yeah,
that's comparing apples with apples. So it's a one-off purchase. electricity for cost to charge this is next to nothing. So
yeah, I'm going to get one for my mum, because she's I saw her last week and she's full of inflammation at the moment, and
gosh,
this is perfect.
It's fantastic for old people.
Yeah.
I've seen the benefits. I was speaking to my father yesterday. He's 91 now. He's a young 91, so it's okay. And he's got a few things which aren't good with him. He can't, well, I won't go into details, but he has seen a tremendous result from using cold laser, a tremendous result. He can't pin it down, but he just, when he gets up in the morning, both feet hit the ground at once, and he's off. And he can focus more on his home brew and other activities that he does.
He's still home brewing at 91. I like it.
Well, that's his drive. Even if home brew wasn't healthy, which everyone knows it is healthy, but even if it wasn't, it would be healthy for him because it's keeping his mind active. He's always investigating how can you make it better.
Yeah,
and of course, what you do with it once you've made it, well, okay, well, don't want to tip it down the drain. Let's get rid of it some other way and drink it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what else can you tell us about this? Have I missed anything?
No, it's very convenient. The Velcro strap can fit all sized wrists from very, very small. I've put it on my my little daughter who's 2. So it goes from 2 all the way up to infinity in age. And if a 2-year-old can use it and be happy wearing it, then anybody can, because a 2-year-old that's boisterous, running around the place, she actually forgot that she was wearing it after a while. It's just become an extension of her body. We did it because she'd been having she was coughing like an early stage asthma person would, and I was getting a bit concerned, so I went straight to the cold laser wrist because it's just an immediate go-to. If anything comes up, you want to get it early, and if you're not sure what it is, well, again, just use this. And the coughing's now gone. There's no coughing. So I don't know if it was asthma. I don't know whether it was some pathogen in her body, but she'd had this for about 6 months. And within maybe about a week of using this regularly, maybe twice a day, so 1 hour a day total, it went. I just wanted to say to people, when you wear this, you don't need to have the nose units.
I'm just put this on for comedy effect.
Yes, you don't need to. So you can wear this at your work, and you don't have to look like Rudolph there. But it doesn't look that bad. I mean, if you want to use it around home, it does make it more effective. It doesn't mean it doesn't work without it. It just does. It just makes it more effective. It's giving it like yeah.
Well, that's what's going on with Spooky. Any news there? Any developments?
Well, yes, there are.
We a lot of people have got this that I know now. And I had a healer on, Ian Welch. He's got one at home, and he's using it he's using it as part of a healing center that he's building. And people are just, writing sharing their experiences with it, and it's just fantastic. Because I know your mission is that every street should have one at least, because then we're all sorted, aren't we? But are you?
It's actually better if only one person has them in a group, because then they can share and get to know each other and actually form social bonds. That's a funny word, isn't it? Social bonds. You don't hear that much now because everyone's got their phones. Isn't it funny? Like years ago, you wouldn't have thought the world would be like how it is now. People walking down the street without looking up, just looking down on their phones, and there'll be a group of people, and they wouldn't be talking to each other. They'd just be,
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I've the summer's been quite good for the kids here. They've been out and about a lot, and not been on these too much. But so I've been quite happy about that. But it's what can you do? It's like a drug.
It is.
Can you invent something to stop people?
Well, I can, but it's illegal because it requires broadcasting, and those in frequencies which I'm not allowed to broadcast in. But I am working on several projects. I'm always on something,
Yeah.
And although I must admit that just a few weeks ago, I was looking back and thinking, well, I haven't actually produced any goods recently, which is not like me. But it's because I've got so many things where, so many things on the go. I don't like to focus on one thing only. I like to do a spectrum of things. I'm looking at things which are convenient, so you can plug it in and forget. And that's my focus at the moment. I'm working on a range of products where you just plug in and don't do anything. That's my sort of product, so that's what I'm working on. I want to keep it vague because I always get in trouble if I get specific.
Yeah.
Now people will be looking at your unit, your cold laser wrist, and they'll be thinking they want one. I do want to show you another product. I think you showed it before in the cold laser range.
I'll just explain everybody. There's a link below this video if you want to go and get one of these, which I'll make prominent. What is it that you wanted to show?
Well, this one here. I think you've got one, have you? I think I saw it.
Is that the red light unit?
Red light unit. Oh gosh, you always come up with these fancy terms, don't you? This is our light pad, our cold laser light pad.
No, I haven't got one of them.
Yeah. Oh, these are fantastic. There are 36 cold lasers in these. Huge amount of cold lasers. Now, our focus on this unit was function, not beauty. So it's square. It's in its hold.
You sit on it.
Oh, if you want to, you'd have to clean it up afterwards, I suppose. But it's just a brick. It's basically a brick. It's inside. It's got all the electronics for the cold laser. It's got a massive battery in there too, so it's got some sort of life. Because 36 cold lasers, even though individually they're low power, collectively over that surface area of your skin, it's really good. Now, this is fantastic for quite powerful applications of cold laser for several areas. Areas like this one. I don't bother using it on my head because I'm not actually bald as such. I shave my head because I realize that I'm solar paneled. My ideas come from the sunshine. But if you are concerned about bald spots, then you can use it on your skin. And what that does, it energizes the follicles of your hair. And there have been studies. Yeah, you've got a good crop though, haven't you?
It's going. Look, it's going.
Oh, okay. Well, this might be your next purchase then.
I think it is.
And you can use it this is really good for acute injuries as well. Cold laser, okay, does your blood. This one does different parts of your body. So if you've got a sore wrist, you can place it on your wrist, either side, and just turn it on and it does its job. I'll turn it on now. Just on is on, and that's it.
How long would you put that on something?
It times out after 20 minutes.
So so it's for specific problems rather than
yeah. So if you've got a sore knee, you'd put it over your knee, and what it does is it helps your body heal itself. Mm-hmm. So you just want to put in put the photons into your skin. It's got the two different kinds of laser, whereas it's got some 808 nanometer lasers in here. And those ones really penetrate quite deeply. They feel quite warm as well because the wavelength is the infrared light. And it, when you put a deep heat kind of paste on your joint that's sore and you rub it in and it feels nice. Mm-hmm. You can feel the heat going into your skin, into your joint. Well, this is what this light pad is like in particular. These 808 nanometer lasers. So you've got a combination of the deep healing plus the cold laser 650 nanometer red light, giving the healing effects as well. So cold laser wrist for all general body healing of your blood. You can still use this on your wrist to purify your blood. So if you have both acute problems plus you just want to purify your blood on occasion, then you can buy one of these and it will do both functions. It won't be quite as good as your unit for making your blood healthy, because it hasn't got the unit that goes into your nasal cavity. And it also hasn't got the different colors of the laser and LEDs for the blood. There are people that have copied us. They've made some watch units, and they're cheapies, yeah, but they're not using cold laser, they're using LED. So I do want to stress to the viewers, just make sure that they've put quality products in there. The lasers and other components in here are from America. The fact that it's made in China, it's sort of like a sore point at the moment, but we certainly don't skimp on quality. I've had people say they won't buy products from us because it's from China and all Chinese people are evil. Nothing. Well, you know, there's evil everywhere and there's goodness everywhere as well. So I just thought I'd throw that in there.
No, you're right. I did see some comments on the Spooky 2 videos like that, and I'm like, it's made where it's made. It's nothing to do with politics. It's the people.
No.
People are good all over the world. There's nothing to do, you know. That's the way I see it, you know. And I know, you know, you fell in love with China, literally. So you're happy there, and I'm glad you're there.
I am. I'm hoping you mean that in the sense that yeah. Okay, well, yes, I'm
somewhere where you can make your stuff.
Well, is that, but also even though it's China, I've got more freedom here than I had in other countries that I've been.
Yeah, you said that before. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, because everything's perception, isn't it?
It is, and I don't want authorities to give me a hard time. I just want to do my work and make things, make my change for humanity. So, yeah, here we've got a bit of freedom to do that. But I mean, that aside, I mean, there'll be good. You can't say that one country everyone's bad, but what you read in the press, it sounds like it, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, I don't read the press, so but
no.
Yeah. It's a very fast road to stupidity reading the press.
If you have a sore back, small of your back, I should say, you can use this, and it does wonders there as well. So a lot of people now suffer from sore backs, from working, lifting things up, or sitting down too long, and so the muscles of your back become weakened. Well, cold laser can help in that case as well. Of course, exercising and combining everything else, good diet, all helps.
Good food, exercise. It's all a mishmash. I mean, we do a lot of on this channel. We do a lot of intention work and manifesting and frequent. And this is all about frequency. And what I like about it is it's just plug and play, and it's done for the day, and it goes off automatically. Take it off, done.
Yes.
That's what I like. You know, I'm 54. I'm 54 next year, so every little helps.
That's one of the true reasons I like it. The other one is that it's portable, and I'm the sort of person who I don't like to be stationary for too long. Even if I'm doing heavy duty design work or programming or anything, I still like to get up and out. Otherwise, I drive myself crazy.
Yeah.
And these things you can just carry with you. You can forget you're wearing it. This unit, you can have it just as the beautiful brick. Well, we all know it's not beautiful, but it's highly functional. And you can slip it into this holder here. Once you do that, you can attach straps. And the straps mean you can put it around your waist or your leg or wherever. And then you can just continue your normal duties while you're wearing it. And you can wear it covertly under your clothing while you're at work, if you wish to.
Yeah, but anything that keeps me away from the men in white coats, I'm happy with, and I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this. Link is below the video if you want to get one. I highly recommend it. And John, we don't need to stretch it out to an hour today. I think we've covered all the points I wanted to cover. But unless there's anything else you want to add.
Well, I've got a PowerPoint actually, and if I don't show it, someone will be very unhappy.
Okay, so, get the PowerPoint on. Let's have a look.
Okay. So I can share, and then I can share screen. I've done this before, and so I know I can do it. And now I've got to allow Chrome to share. So it's just Let's have a look. Chrome, and then okay. Now I've got to quit and reopen. Can I do that now?
You can't quit this. We can leave the show for a bit, but you just leave me hanging.
It means restarting Chrome then coming back. It'll probably take only take a few seconds. Is that allowable?
Oh, you could try that. I'll just sit here and whistle for everybody.
Okay.
And now there'll be a short interlude.
Now I haven't share. I didn't disappear, did I?
No, you're still here.
Oh. Has lost permission to Chrome has lost permission to go to oh gosh, okay, so let's see if I can do it. Cancel. So let's have a look if I can do it again. Sorry for this. Okay. Share screen, try again. Share screen. Window, and where's my PowerPoint?
We've all been in this situation before, haven't we?
Normally, I don't normally use this software, so that's my defense. I'm sticking to
it. Yeah, I'm not a big Chrome fan, especially when you know what the word means.
Oh, no, I don't know what it means.
I'm not going to tell you now.
Okay.
My viewers will know.
Okay, share. So, open system preferences. I did allow it. Chrome, everything's all ticked. So, isn't that silly? I've allowed Chrome access. Normally, I think I used Firefox last time. So now I'll try again. Share screen. I don't need to show that again. And window, and that one there. Share. Oh, so frustrating.
Well, you're just going to have to get in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got it.
I think I've got to restart Chrome, so I'll try it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Hello, viewers. This is Mark with a thing stuck up his nose, waiting for John, the man who invented the thing that I've got stuck up my nose. Anyway, look, John's an amazing guy. If you go and watch the spooky videos, if you've not watched those, they're so interesting. He really, really is doing things for the sake of humanity. He's not a salesman in any way, shape, or form, and he's back.
I'm back. So I'm going to try one more time. Sorry, and it's a window, and that one there. I'm getting quite good at this. And can you see this? Can you see my?
We got it.
Got it. Great. Okay. So I'll play from the start. This shows the cold laser products that we have. It explains what cold laser therapy is. It explains the difference between laser type, surgery type lasers, which are high power, and cold laser, which is low power. Cold laser units are normally 5 milliwatts or less. It's not powerful enough to damage the tissue in your body. And the benefits of cold laser: it improves blood circulation. It does this by making the blood cells not group together. So if you've got high blood pressure, or you're at risk of having a heart attack or a stroke, well, cold laser can reduce the risk of that happening. It reduces the inflammation within your body. And so if you've got inflammation, you can use cold laser directly over where it's paining, and it relieves pain directly, and it accelerates tissue repair by giving your cells more energy to do the job they're designed to do. The cold laser wrist, the unit that you have, that shows what it is and it has. Have you got the ear laser as well?
I've got the box here. Let's have a look.
It might be in the next level down. There's a little compartment.
No, I've not got that.
Okay, maybe that's an option. Okay, so those you can. Well, we've covered this already, so I won't go into it. And it shows the different lights that were used. The red laser is best for the blood purifying. The blue is disinfecting, as I said before. The green light is for boosting the immune system. The yellow light is to improve metabolism. We've thought of everything.
Yeah, it's got everything in it.
Yeah. Okay, that's the other items that you covered before. The air unit's fantastic for tinnitus.
Oh, well, yeah, everybody I know is suffering from that at the moment.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. It depends where the damage is, but for a number of people, that's managed to reduce or eliminate tinnitus. And there's the beautiful light pad. Yeah, it is one of my favorite products. So you can see how big it is, and see there's 3 dark lasers. They're the very expensive, slightly higher power 808 nanometer lasers, the ones for deep healing. And okay, this shows what you get within the light pad unit. So you can still have it on your wrist or your back using the belt that's supplied. And like the wrist, it discharges through a regular USB port. And yeah, shows where you can use it: shoulders, neck, elbow, any place with it on your back, your knee, your ankle, or any part of your foot. Yeah, you don't need to suffer pain. All we really need is one of these units, and use it regularly, and with any luck, your problems will disappear. Okay, stop sharing. There we go.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, I think that's a pretty concise summary. Nice to see you again. And come on, when you've got any new product developments, come and let us know.
Okay, Mark, will do. Okay, take care, everybody.
Thank you, John.
Keep being proactive and keep on passing the love forwards. And thank you so much for allowing me onto your channel, Mark.
Oh,
Greatly appreciated.
No, thank you, John. Take it easy and say hello
You
to
too.
everybody for me.
Bye-bye.